Welcome to Soccer Gaming and welcome to this week's Dynasty Rebuild. This week we are going to be doing the Houston Astros, and as you can tell, already a really good team, so I don't know how long it will take for us to rebuild this. It's not much of a rebuild as more as just getting some additional players to win the championship. The object of this is to win it in 5 years, so if you're a Houston Astros fan or you hate the Houston Astros, comment that down below. I'd love to see how people think about the club and if people are happy with the whole cheating scandal and everything. So make sure you go ahead and comment that down below. So if you'd like to watch me rebuild the Houston Astros, stick around. So as I said, this isn't really a rebuild, and there's a few teams that aren't really a rebuild. We've gone through over most of them. I think this is like the last team that I feel like is not a rebuild. So we're going to go ahead and just jump into it and see everything that's going on here. Lineups are going to be Brantley, Straw, Alvarez, Bregman, Altuve, Correa, Kyle Tucker, Gurriel, and Castro. Maldonado there as well. Diaz, Souza Jr., Stubbs. And then over in the pitching rotation, we already got some stars there. Verlander, Greinke, McCullers, Valdez, and your Quiddy. Then we got Javier, Josh James, Baez, Taylor, Shishak, and Ryan Presley. So some pretty good names in there. Joe Smith in there as well. So yeah, this team's already basically loaded, coming in ranked 5th. I fully expect us to win it within 2 years, whether it's this year or next year. Kind of just depends on how we move things around and how well we perform. This team is already loaded though, so it's not going to be much of a rebuild. I do want to touch on a few things though, but I don't think I'll mess with them until later. So maybe we just sim through and see what's going on and see some potential changes that we need to make. To be honest with you, Miles Straw probably won't stay at center field. I feel like we need an upgrade at center field. Right field is actually pretty good. I feel like Kyle Tucker is going to come into his zone. First base, Gurriel, I think we move on from him and see if we can get a better first baseman, or at least a first baseman that can hit better. As far as the catcher goes, as long as they hit above 200, I am happy with that. As far as the pitching rotation goes, Verlander probably has another good year. So honestly, I think this will change a lot. I think we give Verlander a chance this year. I think we give Greinke a chance. I think maybe we go out and try to get a third starter that's high 80s, low 90s, something like that, to make sure that we can handle it. If 3 years goes by, if we're in our third year, we might actually move on from Verlander and Greinke just because they're getting old, the contracts, all that good stuff. So let me mess around with this stuff, and I'll let you know when the season starts and everything. We'll jump back in and go from there. So I think we have a pretty decent trade here, and honestly, I'm selling out in the first year or two to try to win this. And so we're going to give up Miles Straw. We're going to give up a bunch of good prospects, Calvin Bonds, an A potential guy, and then Friedis Nova, another A potential guy. We're giving him up for Ramon Laureano. Hopefully he could come through big this year. Boom, we're going to make that trade happen. So we got our center field kind of taken care of there. First baseman's going to be hard to hit on just because I feel like first base is such a hard, it's a hard play, or it's a hard thing to pick a good first baseman. So we're going to try our best and see if we can get a good first baseman. And then I think honestly, we're going to go out and get a starting pitcher to start season and then just go with it and see how we do. So I think we got a pretty good trade here. We're going to give up Maldonado. I'm okay with that. I want Corey Lee to be our guy. And then we're going to give up Gurriel, who's a 76 overall. And then we're going to give up a pitcher that is an A potential overall as well. All for Luke Voit. I know Luke Voit kills it in the first season. So we're going to go ahead and trade for him. Again, we're selling out for season 1, selling in season 2. Hopefully it could play out for us. Go ahead and make this trade, and then we're going to go get a good starting pitcher. And when I mean good, I mean a good starting pitcher. So I'm going to go try to make that trade happen, and we'll see what we can get. So we went out, and again, a crazy trade. We're going to go try to get Lucas Giolito. We got him for arbitration for next year. So I'm going to go out, make this trade. We're giving up a lot of prospects. We're giving up Forrest Whitley, Toro, and Pena. So giving up a bunch of prospects for Lucas Giolito. Boom. Make that happen. So let's take a look at what we got here. Sure, we're ranked 1 right now. Right? Yeah, 2. Okay. So let's take a look at it. See what we got for our lineups. Brantley in left. Altuve, Alvarez, Voit, Bregman, Lariano, Correa, Kyle Tucker. And we need to move the other catcher up. And we will do that here in a second. And then for pitching rotation, we got Verlander, Greinke, Giolito, McCullers, Valdez in the bullpen. The same usual guys there. So we're going to go ahead. I'm going to move, what's his name up? Boom. So we're going to go ahead, sim up to the AllStar Break and see what we got. So we're at the AllStar Break and not doing too bad. 58 and 32, 8.5 up on the Athletics. And yeah, I'm liking what we see there. I think we might have some injuries on here as well. Kyle Tucker, Carlos Correa. Wow. That's not good because that means he's done for, I believe, the season. I think that's the season, the rest of the season. Fractured shin for Kyle Tucker. So, oof. Not looking good there. However, let's take a look and see how we're doing as far as the lineups go. Altuve killing it. 289 for Brantley. Yordan Alvarez, just a madman. Voit doing his thing. 344 for Bregman. Lariano, 301. Diaz, 273. So, yeah, definitely see why we are our record is what it is, because even with the guys being injured and everything, everyone's taking care of business like they should. Going over pitching rotation, Giolito 301, 244 from Greinke, 422 from Verlander. He's really dropping off. We should have probably traded him. I don't even think we get anything out of it now. We'll try to trade him and see what we can get. Lance McCullers 252, 303 from Framer. Yeah, and honestly, we can even move your Quiddy over here and just do this because I think that we trade Verlander here. Bullpen's actually really good. Not bad. 28 saves, 3 blown saves for Presley. So, yeah, we're doing good. So, let me go ahead and trade Verlander away and try to get a... What? Because our shortstop position... Because Correa got injured, so we might try to go after a shortstop. I'm feeling comfortable with the pitchers this year after looking at their ERA. So we're going to go out. We're going to get rid of Verlander, and we're going to try to get a shortstop. So what I think we're going to do is make this trade for Justin Verlander, and we're getting Trey Turner. Yeah, the perfect trade for us. We're giving up Verlander's, and then we're giving up a bunch of guys that are never going to play. And this guy, I'm not even sure why he's on the game. Trade him, and then we're also giving up a second baseman there. And I'm happy with Trey Turner on our team. So we traded for Trey Turner. He's in a shortstop. I only assume that will make us even better than we already are. And I actually think, I said I wasn't going to go out and get a starting pitcher, but I do think I want another high 80s pitcher. I'm not sure how I'm going to make that happen, but we're going to go ahead and try to make, try to get either mid 80s or high 80s pitcher. So I think we're going to go ahead and make this trade. And I'm not a huge fan of it because I know your Quiddy gets pretty good in these sims. And he's doing good. I just really would like to see us get a high 80 guy. And we get that in Luis Castillo. Another guy that's in for arbitration. So they're not going to have to spin an arm and a leg to get him back in the offseason if we don't win it this year. But I am giving up some more of our farm arms in Josh James and Luis Garcia. So we're going to go ahead, make this trade happen, and this definitely sets us up in a good spot with our pitching rotation, 88, 88, 86, 84, and an 82 just to start off. And then our lineups again, Turner, Brantley, Alvarez, Voit, Bregman, Altuve, Lariano, Souza Jr., which is like our only really downfall there is our right fielder, and that's also because of injury. And we're getting Tucker back, Kyle Tucker back in a little while. So because basically Correa is out with an injury, so we needed to kind of supplement that shortstop spot. We also traded Verlander away, so we needed to kind of make sure that we took care of that. So I think we're good now. I think we're ready to go all the way to September call-ups. We'll see where we're at, see if we still got the division lead, and see if we can make the playoffs. I'm assuming we do, but I just want to make sure we do by stopping in September call-ups. So we're at September call-ups, and yeah, 89 and 43, 18 games up on the Athletics. So about 100% sure they're making it to the postseason, and I think we just go ahead and sim up to the postseason and then check our stats and all that stuff. Let's go ahead, just sim up to the postseason and see if we can, and just basically see the stats that we did this year, and we should be getting some people back. I'll have to check when we get there, but we finish 107 and 55, won the division. We'll be taking the winner of the wild card, so we got first place in the AL. And let's take a look. 107, 108 by the Brewers and the Mets. So the Mets and the Brewers with 108. On our side, we got New York, Minnesota, and then we will play the winner between Seattle and Cleveland. On the other side, Dodgers and Milwaukee. San Diego, Washington as playing game. We'll play the Mets in the NLDS. Let's take a look at our lineups and see how we did. Trey Turner, 273, 21 home runs. Perfect for a leadoff guy. Altuve killed it, 328, 28 home runs, 93 RBIs. Jordan, he's so good, and he just grows so fast. 319, 39 home runs, 109 RBIs, 29 home runs, 93 RBIs for Voit, so he did what we wanted him to do. Brantley, not too bad. I think he had no, he didn't have an injury. I thought he had an injury, only 8 home runs, 41 RBIs, but he held down left field. Bregman had himself an MVP season 2, 337 average, 32 home runs, 103 RBIs. Laureano, 23 home runs, 305 average. So yeah, just very, very good. Tucker came back from his injury, did fine as well. And then our catcher, Corey Lee, our young prospect catcher, did pretty well as well. Going over to pitching rotation, McCullers killed it, 318, 256 from Castillo since we traded for him, 321 from Giolito. Framer Valdez, 322, and a 306 from Zach Greinke. So even though he's declining, he's still playing his MVP type. Going over to the bullpen, everyone under threes, including our closer, 50 saves with 7 blown saves. So feeling very comfortable going into this. And again, we built it to last 1 or 2 years. We moved some money around. We got some trades, got rid of some pretty big budgets, and then we made sure that our contracts for next year did a job as well. So feeling very comfy with where we are at. I believe we have everyone signed for next year except arbitration people, which again, arbitration, you save a lot of money by doing that. So if we have to go to year 2 or year 3, we should be okay. But I think that we are the best. Well, it'll be between us and the Dodgers, to be honest with you. I think we play the Dodgers in the World Series, but we'll have to see how it plays out. First, we got Seattle and Cleveland in the wild card to see who we play. Looks like Cleveland we will be playing, and it looks like the Washington Nationals made it out of the wild card on the NL side. So we got McCullers, Saval, game 1 of the NLDS, or ALDS, sorry. Let's get this one started with the win, 14-1, a win 2-1, and the sweep. We do 5-4, so an easy sweep for us. Now we got to play the New York Yankees. Not surprised there. It looks like LA took Milwaukee on 3-2, and the Mets 3-0'd the Washington Nationals. So Dodgers, Mets on one side, New York and Houston on the other. So let's get this one started. Game 1, McCullers, Severino. Let's get this one started. This for the ALCS. Winner goes on to the World Series. Game 1, McCullers, Severino, 2-3 loss. Castillo, Kluber, 9-3 win. There we go. Montgomery and Giolito. Feel like we got the better pitcher here, and we get the 11-3 win. Valdez and Cole, they definitely have the better pitcher. However, Valdez has not pitched in the playoffs yet, and he gets the 4-9 loss. McCullers, Hudson, better pitcher is on our side. 0-1 loss. That's definitely not good. Severino, Castillo. Come on, keep us in it, Castillo. He does. 3-2. All right, we're going into Game 7 between Valdez and Kluber. And we might have to move. I don't want Valdez pitching this one. So let's see if we can figure out who we want to pitch this one. I think we go with Giolito in this one. Honestly, I feel like they have so many. Hold on. Yeah, they have so many right-handed hitters. I think we got to go with Giolito in this one. So let me change that in the pitching rotation. Boom. Going Giolito. Game 7, we got Giolito and Kluber. Please let my change pay off. It does. 5-4. We beat the Yankees, and as I knew, we are going to play the Dodgers, who 4-0'd the Mets with the best record in the league. We got it between this World Series, Houston, Dodgers. Let's get this one started. Game 1 between McCullers and Bauer. Let's get this World Series started with a 7-2 win. Love to see that. Game 2, Valdez and Buehler. 3-1 win. Love to see that. Luis Castillo, Clayton Kershaw. Game 3, the 7-9 loss. All right, Game 4, Giolito Urias. A loss. Now it's tied up. Greinke and Bauer going at it. Greinke gets the dub. All right, May and McCullers. We could possibly win this one, so we're going to jump into this one and play. Right now, we currently have the 3-2 lead in this. We're going to super sim this. We're not actually going to play it, so keep that in mind. McCullers takes the mound. We got everyone we want in, so let's get this one started. I will super sim this through. I just want to be there if we win. We get the celebration animation at the end. This one, Dustin May and Lance McCullers. Game 6 of the World Series. All right, it's quick manage time. McCullers, get through this stacked lineup, please. We got to get a victory here. And just like I said, that Cody Bellinger hits a 2-run bomb, and not a good start. Mostly just because our offense either show Seager a 2-run home run, so we're already not looking good here. We might have to end up pulling McCullers, or yeah, they already pulled him. They already pulled him. So okay, get it started, Trey. Get it started. Get it started, Alvarez. All right, slowly coming back. If we could get some people on base when you hit those home runs, that would actually be very, very good. I would enjoy that a lot. If we could do that. 5-2 solo dinger by Max. Like, Dodgers are just so stacked. It's so hard to oh, come on. There we go. Okay. 6-4. We're coming back. Come on. Come on, Lee. Ah. They're just so good. They're just so hard to deal with and keep their offense in check for a whole game. It only takes them a couple of batters, and they'll take care of business. We're at the bottom of the 8th. We need some runs here. Bases juice, 2 outs, ground out. We've had several chances at getting those runners in. 2-run by Bellinger, and that will probably do it. We are down 8-4 in the 9th inning, and the Dodgers win. So we are going on to Game 7 of the World Series between the Dodgers and Houston, and I will see you guys in a second. So we are ready for Game 7. We're going to do the same exact thing as we did in Game 6 and jump into it, super sim it. That way, again, if we can win it, we will have the McCullers did not pitch well last game, right? It was McCullers, right? I think we go Castillo here, really. I think we go Castillo here. Hopefully he could bring us home the victory and that beautiful trophy of the World Series. We'll jump into this one, Game 7 of the World Series. Hopefully we get the win. If we do, we'll beat this in year 1, which is hard to do. I think I've only done it a few times, maybe once or twice in these rebuilds. I don't remember who I did it with, but if we could get that done here today, that would be amazing. So let's jump into it. Houston and the Dodgers. Let's get the super sim going here, and let's get the victory. What do you guys say? Oh, not good. Not a good start. Not a good start. Caught stealing. Got lucky. All right, Trey. Here we go. Here we go. 3-run bomb. Pop up. Okay, 3-run bomb. Okay, field choice. 3-run bomb. And strikeout. All right, we're done doing that. We're done saying 3-run bomb because apparently it does not work very well. How do we get a triple and a single and not score the run? All right, Trey. Come on now. Walk will take it. Altuve. Field choice. They went home with it. All right, Jordan. This is your chance for the grand salami and a fielder's choice. Wow. We got to take advantage of those. We're getting on base. Oh, guys, come on. We've got to score on these. Bases juiced twice in the first 3 innings, only able to get 2 runs off of it. Because, yeah, this offense, this LA Dodgers offense does not take long to do that. And just like that, it's tied. Oof. Come on, guys. We got it. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Bases juiced again. We'll take the sac fly. We'll take the single. Let's go. All right, up 5-2. Now we got top of the 7th. Now we got to be careful. Bullpen. Let's get it done. What do you say? Top of the 8th. Stanikin. Let's go. Finish him off. 3-run lead. Oh, make it count. Grand slam by Brantley. And that ought to do it. Oh, Brantley coming through clutch. Almost down to the final out here. We are down to the final out in the top of the 9th. Stanek gets the strikeouts. The Astros have defeated the Dodgers 9-2, so we are able to get it done. In the 7th inning, the Astros are going to be your World Series champions in year 1, able to get it done. So let's just enjoy, Astros fans. Enjoy it. Enjoy the World Series champion. And this year, you know what? We did not cheat to get it done. So the first legitimate World Series champion win for Houston in the last 10-ish years. Glad we could get it done. This team was stacked already. We already knew that. The players aren't bad. I mean, the players are good. I'm not saying that them cheating, like, I'm not saying that since they didn't cheat this year, they're going to be bad. Like, they're good players. They just had that extra edge that got them the World Series before. We didn't have that edge here today, but we were able to edge the Dodgers out, and the Astros have won the World Series in year 1, and I thought for sure we could get it done either this year or next year. And we went out, made the trades. We got a bunch of guys that I feel like really boosted us. We had to go get Trey Turner because Correa got injured. We went and got Luke Voigt as our first baseman. Not so good. And then we got center field Laureano because we needed a center fielder that could carry us and help us to the promised lands. And then we ended up having to go out and make some pitching rotation changes with getting Castillo and Giolito to help us get past what we have been doing and into the World Series. And with the World Series win, we have been successful year 1 with the Astros. So congratulations, Astros fan, you get another World Championship. So in the next episode, I will be rebuilding the Milwaukee Brewers, and that ought to be a fun one. If you haven't seen me do your team, make sure you go back on the channel and see if I've done your team. It will be in a playlist that is linked on the channel, so make sure you go check out the playlist. See if I've done your team already. If I have not, I will be doing all of the teams. And so if I have not done them already, make sure you hit the red subscribe button so that you can wait for your team to be released. So I'm doing every single team, all 30 teams of the MLB, rebuilding each and every one of them. If you guys enjoyed this episode, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Also feel free to hit the red subscribe button, and I will see you guys on the next one. Slacker out.